Hi everyone, it's the English Simmer here and welcome back to another video on my channel. If I sound like a man, I sound like a man in my head. If I sound like I've got a super deep voice, I just have a really sore throat at the minute. And I also look a little bit tanned because I've been on holiday for the last 2 weeks. So if you're wondering why I came back speaking like a man and looking a little bit darker, that is why. But over on my Instagram the other day, I asked you guys to leave your assumptions about The Sims. I was just gonna do this about The Sims 4, but then I just figured, why don't we just do it as a whole? Let's get the tea out there, how you are feeling about the game currently. And I just let you guys go loose. So we're going to be talking about some of those assumptions that you guys left. This is going to be all anonymous, minus one, which I definitely know who wrote it. And I'm sure you guys will be able to guess who wrote it too. So the first assumption, and probably the most popular assumption that I got on my Instagram, was that The Sims 5 will not exist. The Sims 4 will be the last game for The Sims, which honestly, as much as it hurts my heart to say it, I can kind of see that happening in a way. This assumption specifically said that there's been 5 years between every Sims release, so in 2020, Sims 5 should be released. I don't 100% agree with that. I think they are trying to make The Sims 4 last as long as possible, and they are taking their time on releases because we have more packs now than we ever did. We have 3 types of packs, and so they're kind of taking their time between releases. However, I do think that with this long lifespan of The Sims 4, I very highly doubt that The Sims 5 is gonna happen, as much as it breaks my heart to say as a long-time simmer. Next assumption is university is the next pack. I mean, that's incorrect considering that we just got a new game pack announced. I know university probably isn't gonna be a game pack, so uni may be the next expansion. I know a lot of simmers are wanting it, but Strangerville actually just got announced, and that will be coming this month to The Sims 4. I actually did a reaction to the trailer, which you can check out down below, so uni isn't the next pack, I can confirm. With the new updates and packs, Sims 4 is better and more fun than The Sims 3. Ooh, controversial, but I'm gonna have to say that I agree purely because The Sims 4 runs on my PC and I can actually sit and play the game without wanting to throw my thousands of pounds custom PC out of the window, which is exactly how I feel when I try to load up The Sims 3. We will never have cars. I'm not sure about this one. I do think, I mean, Sim Guru Romeo actually built that carport in the house that he recently built with James. He also did a garage on a Sims livestream, so I do think that the gurus have definitely thought about cars for The Sims 4. I don't know if they ever will go with them, but I do think they have been thinking about them. And also, cars are still a really big want in the community. Like, I'm seeing a lot of people asking the team for cars. Playing The Sims turns people gay. I mean, duh. How could you not know that The Sims turns you gay? Woohoo isn't the devil's tango. Honestly, I'm assuming that the devil's tango means, like, sex, which, I mean, you can kind of see woohoo as, like, playing around, but I think woohoo is just sex when you don't want a baby. I mean, I've always assumed that woohoo is the devil's tango, if in this scenario the devil's tango means sex. Sims 5 is gonna be an always online service full with microtransactions. I mean, isn't that just The Sims Mobile? Ooh. I'm sorry, Sims Mobile. No, I don't think Sims 5 will be completely online. I do think that The Sims 4 was meant to be more online than it was. If you followed like The Sims 4 from its early days, it was like gonna be this online game that wasn't actually The Sims 4. I can't remember what it was called, but then obviously there was the massive era of Sim City Online, and it kind of got eradicated and they were like, pull out, quick! That's what he said. So yeah, I don't think Sims 5 is gonna be all online, but that's even if a Sims 5 happens. The Sims is for young kids to play. I mean, I'm 24, so shut the fuck up. The Sim Gurus play with mods and CC. I mean, this isn't a surprise. We know that Sim Guru Kate plays with custom content. That is not new to us. Like, she has shared that information. She comes into my live streams sometimes whilst I'm like CC shopping, and she's like, you're just making me want to download more. So I don't think that's like an assumption, like that's kind of already been confirmed. However, I do think when they are developing it, the gurus who actually work on the development side, I don't think they can play with mods and stuff because they actually play on a different build to the build that we at home sit and play. So I don't think it actually allows for them to play with mods and custom content because it would just completely ruin the developer side of it, if you catch my drift. I hope they are going to free the babies because I don't want any more furniture babies. I am with you. I literally had this discussion back at Sims Camp before it was released. I was like, 1, you're not giving us toddlers, and 2, the babies are freaking objects. We've gone back to The Sims 1. What is happening here? I really hope that they do like an overhaul on babies and we'll be able to like pick them up, walk them around the house, put them in a trolley. I just miss not having real babies. Walk styles won't be in The Sims 5. Again, this is if The Sims 5 ever happens, but I wholly agree with that. I find walk styles one of the most pointless features. They're afraid of including LGBTQ plus storylines because they're afraid they'll do it wrong. This reminds me of another series that I love and cherish until they absolutely ruined it by being afraid to put a gay couple in it. There is an official gay couple in The Sims 4. Brant and Brent, who came with The Sims 4 cats and dogs, are officially married. They got married in the trailer. However, it's kind of like token gay couple, here you go. You've had your fill, now live with it. I mean, look at those cuties over there. Let's just add them into the game. Why not? All Sims are inherently pansexual like me. Correct. I mean, some people probably disagree with this. However, your Sim can flirt with whoever they want to. So, yes, they're pansexual. It's a game that most people have probably played at least once in their lives. Can confirm that this is once again a true assumption. The amount of times I've gone to a convention and people ask me like, what do you do on your YouTube channel? And I'm like, haha, I play The Sims. And they're like, oh my god, I used to play The Sims, like, I was obsessed when I was like 8 years old. Which, yes, I know, I'm still living in my childhood, I still play The Sims for a living. But yes, I think most people who were like growing up in the 90s and 2000s have at some point in their lives come into contact with The Sims. The Sims 3 on PC was the pinnacle of The Sims and will never be beaten. That's really all I have to say about that. I personally don't think it was. I think it can very much be beaten. I hope it can be, because if that's the pinnacle, we're not aiming very high. It's just a simulator game used to murder innocent people. Where'd you get that idea from? Oh my god, Eden's got the chainsaw out! They made My First Pet stuff as a bet made at a pub. Dare you to make a DLC for a DLC? I can totally see that being true. Just like cracking a pint and being like, you know what? We can get money out of Simmers, whatever we do. So why don't we just make DLC for DLC? James, I hope you're happy. I like pretty much just wasted a can of Copperberg. I thought this was the no alcohol one and I was gonna make a joke about me not being able to withstand alcohol anymore, but Cheers to you, James. Thanks for entering your assumption. The Sims 4 is the least ambitious game of the series. I feel like that one's a little bit harsh, I'm not gonna lie, and I think it's a little bit harsh because people are constantly asking in The Sims 4 for expansions that have previously been done. And then when we do get something a little bit new, people are like, nobody asked for this, why is this part of my game? Which I do think is a little unfair. However, I do think they could push the boat out a lot more for The Sims 4. I do feel as if we are getting like quite a few pieces of recycled content, and I just wish that we were getting better objects and things like that. But I'm not gonna go into detail about that in this video. Kind of following on from that, they are recycling ideas because last time they did it in a pack, the consumer liked it. Again, I feel like they are clearly gonna make the packs that people enjoy. There are kind of staples in The Sims like Fame and Supernaturals and University that people always want to see in the game. So it's smart business for Maxis and EA to publish an expansion that most of the community have played with in the past and enjoy, and then take that and put it in The Sims 4. Like, that is smart business decisions. They are a business. And also, whenever we do get anything new, and I think this will be shown by the Strangerville comment section on the trailer, I'm really excited to go through the comments of that because that is something that's kind of a new twist and it's something that we've never had in The Sims 4. So I'm excited to see how that goes down within the community because usually it's rampant with nobody asked for this, why do we have it in the game? Which is why I don't think the team takes that many risks anymore because they know what works, they know what people are going to enjoy, they know what people want as the big main expansions, and when they do something a little bit different, it usually falls like a lead balloon. So guys, that pretty much wraps up this video. I have so many more videos to record today and I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I don't know how my voice sounded throughout this video. I apologize if it's awful and you just had to sit through this video with like wanting to scrape your ears off, but thank you all so much for tuning in. Give it a big thumbs up, leave your other assumptions down below. I would love to hear what you guys have to say in case you missed my Instagram post, but thank you all for tuning in and I will speak to you all in the next video. Bye guys!